There comes a time in every woman's life when she is doing everything for everyone else: a daughter, a wife, a mother, an employee. She plays every role perfectly except her own. Somewhere between responsibilities and routines, she forgets the sound of her own laughter, the rhythm of her own heartbeat. But one day, something inside her stirs, a quiet voice reminding her of who she truly is. This is her story, a story every woman will see a part of herself in. Every morning, she wakes up before the sun. The first sound she hears isn't her breath, but the whistle of the cooker. She moves through her home like poetry written in routine: cooking, cleaning, caring, like wife, mother, daughter in law, employee, etc. etc. So many names. But where is her name in all of this? Somewhere between the chores and the meetings, she forgot to listen to the rhythm of her own body. She forgot what desire even feels like. She lives two lives, one at home, one at work. At home, she is a perfect homemaker. At work, she is the dependable employee. But when she finally sits alone at night, the silence feels heavier than ever. We often talk about balance, but never about belonging. She gives her time to everyone else, but her energy, her essential feminine energy, remains untouched, waiting. One evening, something shifted. She looked at herself, really looked, not to check if she would have gained weight, not to see wrinkles, but to simply see. For the first time in years, she touched her skin with awareness, not for anyone else, not to please, not to attract, but to reconnect. To remember that her body is hers, her softness, her curves, her breath, all sacred. The next day, the world hadn't changed, but she had. She walked into her office with the same to do list, the same meetings. She wasn't doing anything extraordinary. She was simply present in her body, in her breath, in her moment. Desire isn't always about someone else. Sometimes it's about how you move, how you breathe, how you let life touch you. That's when she realized sensuality is not just in touch, it's in awareness, it's in being fully alive. Reconnecting with your body isn't about big transformations, it's about small sacred acts, like listening to your breath when you wake, feeling water against your skin when you bathe, touching your body not with judgment but with kindness. Every woman carries within her an ocean of energy, creative, alive, and erotic. But when we ignore our bodies, we disconnect from that power. So she started creating small rituals: an evening bath with soft music, a short dance in the dark, moments of silence where she could simply feel herself. When she reconnected with her body, her relationships changed too. She did not wait for her partner to ignite her desire. She carried it within herself. And in that energy, love felt new again. It wasn't about performance, it was about presence. When a woman remembers her body, the world around her begins to remember her too. Today, she is still a wife, still an employee, still everything she was. But now, she is also herself, vibrant, sensual, and whole. Desire didn't leave her. She had just stopped listening. Now she listens again to her heartbeat, to her body, to her truth. Because when a woman reconnects with her body, she reconnects with life itself. When was the last time you truly felt your body? Not as a duty, not as a label, but as your own. The above story follows a woman who lives two lives: a devoted housewife and a hardworking employee. Yet, somewhere along the way, she lost touch with her own desires. Through moments of stillness, self touch, and self awareness, she discovers what it means to feel alive again. This is not just her story, it's the story of every woman who has forgotten herself while taking care of the world. Reclaim your body, reclaim your desire, reclaim yourself.